Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Aesthetics and this is my very first YouTube video. Alright, so jumping right into it, I wanted to take episode 1 to just introduce myself, a little bit about me, and what I hope to bring to the YouTube community. Since I was younger, as far back as I can remember, I was always doing some kind of crafting with my mom. And when I wasn't doing crafting, I constantly found myself daydreaming about what I wanted my dream home to look like. And after I got over just thinking about my own home, I constantly wondered how I'd be able to design an apartment building or architecture that I would see in the streets. I would always wonder what it would look like inside. When I went into restaurants, bars, or even clothing stores, I would always notice the aesthetics before I noticed anything that I was actually meant to be there for. Growing up in New York City was definitely a way for my imagination to run wild. We have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sets of architecture all around the city, both inside and outside. There's always something to look at and admire. And I started noticing that it was a passion probably in high school, when before a major exam or before anything I had to do that was a really big deal, I found myself doodling these apartment layouts or these home layouts or these unconventional looking buildings, and just remembering how lost I would get into them, hours and hours of just drawing. From day into night, I would be like, oh my god, I've literally been in front of this pad just drawing. And I really never thought anything of it in high school, just because everything going around, you're kind of finding yourself. When I got to college, I did take a few classes that had to do with architecture, and I absolutely fell in love. But once again, I just felt like I was more into my own life than I was in what my actual passion was. And then living alone, it kind of fueled me completely. I basically told myself, any home that I land on, I'm going to make it completely my own. And being a young guy in New York City, budget is definitely something I had to keep super, super conscious of. And with that being said, I learned the beauty of upcycling. I learned how it felt to get something secondhand, or to purchase something that someone else had previously owned and completely remaster it into something that was super unique to me. And I think that was what pushed my drive into giving the genesis to Aesthetics completely. Because I found that there were a lot of people like me that necessarily didn't know how they would be able to afford to remodel their homes, but wanted their homes to be more like them. And fortunately for me, since I have been doing it for so long, it was easy for me to adapt and to look at something and say, I'm going to change this into something else. But getting more feedback from my friends and my family, it didn't necessarily come that easy to them. And that's when I started realizing that I truly had this gift. And in my opinion, any gift should be shared with your neighbor. And that's super important, and what I really want to stress within this YouTube channel is all-inclusiveness. I want to be able to show you guys how to take something that you necessarily have lost hope in, you don't know exactly what to do with it in your home, but you can't find it in yourself to throw it away. That's where I come in. I'd love for you guys to reach out to me and mention certain things that you have that you can't really find something for, and let me help you upcycle it. There's been so many things that people walk into the apartment and one day they're like, this was a completely different color. How the hell did you manage to completely transform this? And that's what I love. And I want to be able to do that same thing for you. I want to turn that piece of furniture or artwork or anything really, room, feature wall, that you can't find something to do with, and let's create it together. The funnest thing about upcycling, like I said, is that whatever you purchased or whatever you have lying around goes from something that someone else can have to something completely unique to you. And I think everyone in this world deserves something unique to them. With that being said, I will be having, in between my own DIY projects and my own crafting and my own interior design episodes, I will be having my friends from all different walks and all different crafts and passions come and kind of explain to you guys what they found passion in. And I'm talking about people in the culinary world, the people in the health field, the people in the skincare field, and just people actually in my own craft, in my own, DIY, upcycling, recycling purposes, and kind of bringing that into a genesis of how to do it if you're a beginner. The biggest thing that I think you'll find in my channel is that everyone can do this. whether you get the whole family into it, or you're just doing it on a night where you finally have some free time to yourself and you don't know necessarily what to do with it. Join my channel. You know, look at my channel, go through the videos, see exactly what caters to you, and let's create together. No project needs to be perfect. It just needs to feel perfect to you. And I don't know what much more to say than I'm super excited. I hope you guys welcome me with open arms. I am a very psychotic person. I have a very loud personality. There's gonna be a lot of laughs, a lot of coffee, a lot of wine in these videos. And my friends are a vibrant bunch, to say it in the best possible way. I have 2 dogs who at the moment are knocked out, but I promise you they're super vivacious and they will constantly be making a cameo. And I hope that you guys find something fun to watch within my channels. Any questions that you guys have, I'm gonna link all my social media accounts into my bio so that you can reach me whenever you'd like, and we'll start going from there. I will see you guys in episode 2. It's been a super amazing pleasure meeting everybody.